In this video, I am going to discuss where I've been these last 2.5 months, 3 months or so. Haven't been uploading as consistently, and there's a reason for that. There's a lot going on within my company with my partner, Valley ALF Ventures, and doing acquisitions, working with investors, working with operators, etc. So I'm going to discuss everything that's been going on behind the scenes and give you guys a quick update. So if you're interested, make sure to stick around. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, thank you so much for all the love and support that each and every single one of you have shown this channel. And if you have not yet, make sure to go check out the God Made podcast on most streaming platforms. Also, feel free to go check out legionassistedlivingacademy.com, where you can purchase a course where I teach how to start your own facility from A to Z. Also, you can purchase additional resources such as a Performa template, also a documentation package, or booking a one-on-one mentorship call with myself. And if you have not yet, make sure to go check out valleyalfventures.com, where you can go and have a scheduled call to be an investor alongside us with any of our deals that we're currently working on. Or if you're an operator looking to potentially lease a property here in the state of Arizona, we would love to have a conversation with you. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. Now, it has been a crazy year to say the least, but also it's been a very busy time in regards to what's been going on with myself and also our company, Valley ALF Ventures, and working on that behind the scenes. So the first thing I want to start off with is that this year we've recently just done only one acquisition of a 10-bed facility out in Peoria. That's been our only acquisition for this year. And another thing that we ended up having a lot of our time and energy tied up with was the hotel conversion that we did down in Tucson into a behavioral health residential facility. And that's taken a lot of time to finally complete and get the certificate of occupancy there. And again, you guys have probably seen the tour. That was probably 2 videos ago or 3 videos ago from when I'm filming this one. And you guys can definitely go watch that. But from when I actually released that video of doing a full tour, it actually took us about another 2 months to actually get our certificate of occupancy there. And the reason being is because we still had to finalize some inspections and then also get everything submitted. And there's a whole story with that, but we also had our operator who was going to be starting the operations there and getting everything up and going, vacate the building, and they vacated in July of this year. So we've pretty much been sitting with a vacant building and had to release it up and get it going with another operator. So at the time of this video, we finally have it released up, and we are gonna be having our operators stepping in there as of November 1st, who will be starting their operations at the hotel. So we had been working with a new partner there and getting a new operator in place for that hotel. So that took up a lot of time. And then on top of that, we also had to work on some of our portfolio because we had other operators vacate certain locations. We had to release those up, get those up and going, get those relicensed. And finally, those have been stabilized. So with that being said, our portfolio for Valley ALF Ventures has now, for the most part, hopefully, knock on wood, right, be stabilized. And it's been a lot of work trying to get things renegotiated, released, relicensed, etc. So there's a lot that goes into that in running a portfolio such as ours, where things are happening at any given time. And then now we're in full acquisition mode, right? We are now looking to finally start putting some new deals together. And I can't speak too much on the new deals that we're working on, but they are very, very exciting. It's gonna be a very heavy lift, but they are deals that we are pretty much, I don't know how the best way to put it, but we've been waiting a long time. And it's been deals that we had our eyes on, and we were submitting LOIs back about 6 months ago, late spring, and we didn't get to take them down then, but they've come full circle now, and we're getting to do those deals, hopefully have a shot at them again and be able to put them and piece them together. And I will certainly be doing more videos on those deals because of the size of the deal and also because of how much is going to go into them. So I'm really hoping that I'm going to document a majority of it once we're officially under contract and moving full speed ahead. And another thing was one of our deals, this was one that we didn't do with investors. It was one that we took down ourselves with another partner of ours. To not get into too much detail, we had to take legal action there. And so we'd been dealing with that. And again, this is what happens, right? As you scale, as you grow, as you do more, you are having to really deal with a lot of different pieces of certain opportunities and certain deals. And, you know, when it comes to legal action, there's a lot of back and forth that has to happen, right? There's attorneys involved, there's negotiating happening, and oftentimes you hope to come to a settlement agreement, which we had come to a settlement agreement in this specific instance without giving up too much detail. And so again, that took about 2.5 months, right, to get to that point. And then it's obviously finalizing that and then actually seeing it come to fruition on the back end of that settlement agreement. And so at the recording of this video, we're on the tail end of that. And so it's just been a lot. There's been a lot, and a lot of people don't get to see that. And it's unfortunate because you don't want to talk too much about it in detail, especially when you're dealing with it and it's not happening as quickly, right? And you don't want to speak before certain things are resolved. And so therefore you can't really give too much detail. And I'm trying to provide you guys as much context as I possibly can without getting into too much of the nuances and into too much of the weeds. But regardless though, you know, Q4, we're probably gonna end with things hopefully being on the right track and being stabilized. So this whole year has really been, right, stabilizing certain assets, dealing with certain situations. It hasn't been necessarily, oh, let's go into growth mode and let's start acquiring, right? We're probably gonna end this year with stabilizing things, getting, you know, our feet planted on the ground to say, I guess that's the best way to put it. And then come Q1 of 2025, we can be in full acquisition mode and acquiring a lot more. And it's also election year. So election year, it can be a little wishy-washy and it can be a little tough to try to make decisions with hopes that things will get better 6 to 12 months from now. So, you know, that's also been something that's been in the back of our minds. But as real estate investors, as business operators, as whatever you want to call it, you know, we're always constantly moving forward and trying to move the needle as much as we possibly can. So that is what's been going on behind the scenes of a lot of the things that I've been doing. I know you guys see on YouTube and on social media a lot of times that, you know, things are always progressing and massive things are happening and all these great things. To an extent, that's true, but with all that comes another side of it, right? That a lot of you guys probably don't get to see, and I don't get to really elaborate as much as possible. I try to, with the hotel conversion, give you guys more transparency on how that conversion worked and how it happened. And I did get to do a webinar with an individual named Vern Harris. He's got a big Facebook group. I got to do a webinar with him. I will be actually doing a thing with Ralna as well, which many of you guys are aware of, but I'm hoping to kind of share some experiences there in regards to a lot of the things that I've been doing. But that's where I've been these last 3 months, I would say, with everything. And so I am planning to be a lot more consistent on here. And I always say that, but you know, you get caught up and I'm running real stuff right behind the scenes, lots of meetings, lots of attorneys, you know, counting, all these different moving pieces at any given moment. And so I just want to share with you guys just where I've been and letting you guys know I'm still here. I'm still going to put content out for you all and be sharing information as much as possible. And with that, I want to let you guys know, feel free to book a one-on-one mentorship call with myself. I'm still doing those very consistently. And I appreciate all of you who have booked calls with me in the past, now, and, you know, hopefully for the future. people that I get to talk to. Continue to support me that way. I do enjoy meeting you guys that way as well, and being able to have individuals invest alongside of us. And so I appreciate you all, and make sure to go check out valleyalfventures.com. Also, feel free to go check out legionassistedlivingacademy.com, and I will talk to you all in the next one. God bless.